How many times in life have you come across situation in which it is important for you, it is absolutely necessary for you to speak up, but you couldn't muster enough courage to do so? Suppose you know the answer to a question in class, but you are too shy to reply, lest you might be ridiculed if your answer is wrong. Somebody is bullying you in school, but you cannot confront him. He might harass you in some later time. You broke something in the house, but you are too timid to accept it because you might be scolded. Yes, my dear students, we all feel scared at some point of time in our life. Hello, I'm Ekta Singhvi, and here we discuss moral story and talk about the life lessons that it imparts to us. So let us see what today's story is. The boys and the frogs. So, uh, as you know, it is important for us to go through the outline first. So let us see. Boys near a pond. Many frogs in the water. They throw stones at the frogs. Many frogs are hit and die. They are scared. The oldest frog asked the boys to stop their game. Now, let us go through the story first. Some boys were playing one day at the edge of a pond in which lived a family of frogs. Boys started throwing stones into the pond so as to make them skip on top of the water. Make them skip means make them jump. They wanted to make the frogs jump on water. The stones were flying thick and fast, and the boys were enjoying themselves very much. The stones were flying thick and fast means the stones were being thrown anywhere in the pond. They were landing anywhere. But the poor frogs in the pond were trembling with fear. They didn't know what to do. Each one of the frogs was scared to face the boys, lest they should be hurt. At last, one of the frogs, the oldest and the bravest, put his head out of water and said, "Oh, please, dear children, stop your cruel play. Though it may be fun to you, it means death to us." Now, my dear children, you have to put two quotes over here, the opening and closing, because this is direct speech. So, if you are writing, please do that before "oh" and after the exclamatory mark. The boys realized their mistake, they apologized and went away. So, what do we learn from this story, my dear students? This story gives us not one but two important lessons. Let's talk about them. First of all, the thing that it teaches is that game to one may be death to another. The boys were having a very enjoyable time throwing stones and seeing the frogs jump, but it was causing great agony to the frogs. So we have to be careful of our actions. We have to see that something which is giving us pleasure, is it causing any trouble to somebody else? We have to be concerned for others also, because we live in a civilized society after all. We have to live with everybody. So we have to take care of them also. And the second very important lesson that this story teaches us is the importance of courage. We have to be strong whenever it is needed of us. We cannot afford to be timid all the time. Had the oldest frog not come out of water to speak to the boys, many more frogs would have died. So there are situations when we which we find at some point of time in life when it is important for us to act, but just because we do not have enough power to do so, enough courage to do so, strength and all that, we are not able to do what we are supposed to do. So, the second important lesson that this story teaches us is that no risk, no gain. In order to gain something, we have to risk something. So, let us see the moral of the story. And the moral of the story is number one, no risk, no gain. Number two, game for one may be death for another. So, my dear students, I hope you have enjoyed the story, and I also wish that you will imbibe the lesson that it imparts to us. So, till we meet next time, take care of yourself, have fun, and bye bye.